What if the real reason you feel alone is not because people don't like you, but because you are becoming someone most people cannot understand? Think about that for a second. What if the silence around you is not rejection, but transformation? Most people are terrified of being alone. They think having no friends means something is wrong with them. They believe popularity equals value. They chase approval. They adjust their personality. They laugh at jokes they don't like. They say yes when they want to say no, all just to avoid that uncomfortable feeling of standing alone. But here's the truth no one talks about. Some of the strongest people in the world have gone through long seasons with no friends, not because they were unlikable, but because they were evolving. When a person starts thinking differently, acting differently, dreaming bigger, the old circle often disappears. Suddenly the conversations that once felt normal begin to feel empty. The habits that once felt exciting start to feel meaningless. And the people who once surrounded you slowly drift away. At first it hurts. You start questioning yourself. Did I change too much? Did I do something wrong? Why does it feel like everyone else belongs somewhere except me? But here is the part most people misunderstand. Growth is lonely. Real growth separates you from environments that were never meant to support your future. When you begin to value your time, you stop wasting hours in pointless conversations. When you start respecting yourself, you stop tolerating disrespect. When your vision becomes bigger, small thinking becomes exhausting to listen to. And suddenly you look around and the room is empty. No calls, no invitations, no messages, just silence. And that silence can feel terrifying if you don't understand what it means. But the most dangerous mistake you can make in that moment is rushing to fill the silence with the wrong people. Because most people would rather be surrounded by the wrong crowd than face the courage of standing alone. They go back to environments that shrink them. They reconnect with people who gossip, complain, and criticize dreams. Why? Because loneliness feels uncomfortable. But what if loneliness is not punishment? What if it is preparation? Think about the greatest thinkers, creators, and leaders in history. Almost every one of them experienced periods where they walked alone. Moments where their ideas were misunderstood. Moments where people doubted them. Moments where their paths separated from the crowd. Because becoming different always creates distance. The question is not whether you feel alone. The real question is this: are you alone because you lost your way, or are you alone because you finally found it? Most people believe that having many friends means you are doing something right in life. But let me ask you something honestly. If you removed the parties, the distractions, the shared routines, the convenience, how many of those people would still be there when your life becomes difficult? Because real connection is rare. And the truth is, many people are surrounded by friends but still feel completely alone. Why? Because being around people is not the same as being understood. You can sit in a room full of people laughing, talking, celebrating, and still feel like nobody actually sees you. Nobody knows what you are thinking. Nobody understands what you are trying to build. So you start shrinking yourself. You stop talking about your ideas because people look confused. You stop sharing your goals because people laugh. You stop speaking about your vision because someone always says, "Be realistic." Slowly you become quiet. Not because you have nothing to say, but because you realize most people are not ready to hear it. And that moment changes everything.
If you scroll